We've talked deeply in recent weeks about players that were held back from the NHL or were giving a second chance until expansion occurred. And this guy is a prime example of this. He was in the AHL for a number of years, one of their top players of the 1960s, eventually ended up in the Hall of Fame, but him not playing in the NHL did him a disservice to his skills and his dedication to hockey. So today we're going to be talking about the curious case and career of the great Billy Dea. Now, Billy Dea, 5'7", 170, born Edmonton, Alberta, has given over 8 decades total to the sport he loves. Now, he played mostly center in his career and also went on to a great coaching career in retirement. Now, a minor league standout, he began his NHL career with a brief 14-game assignment with the New York Rangers during the 54 campaign. On August 18, 1955, the Rangers, in a weird deal, traded his rights and Aggie Kukovic to the Detroit Red Wings in exchange for Bronco Horvat and Dave Creighton. Now, in 57, he joined the Red Wings as a starting two-way forward. The next season, however, he was traded halfway through the campaign, Chicago Blackhawks. Now, for the next 9 years, instead of toiling in the NHL, he ended up in the AHL with one of their best teams ever, the Buffalo Bisons. Now, over these number of seasons, he put up some dynamite numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Between 1959 and 1967, he scored 25, 28, 35, 30, 20, 25, 21, 32, and 25 goals. But in 67 season, he got back with the Blackhawks for 2 games. Now, with expansion, he became an original Pittsburgh Penguin in 68 with 28 points in 73 games, including 16 goals. 69, his second season with Pittsburgh, 10 counters and 66 contests. But 1970, what became new was old again. After a 12-year absence from Detroit, he finally came back to the Motor City, had 10 goals in 70 games in 1970, and 9 points in 42 games in 1971. He wrapped up his career with Detroit's affiliate in Tidewater of the AHL. 1972, 14 points in 72 games, including 7 goals. Now, final NHL totals, 397 games, 67 goals, 54 assists, 121 points. Now, he saw playoff action with Detroit in 1957, with Chicago in 1967, and with Detroit in 1970. So, and he did not play for the Rangers in the 54 season in the postseason. Now, final playoff totals, 2 goals and assists for 3 points. Now, his coaching career was quite interesting. He coached the Detroit Junior Red Wings of the SOJHL for 2 seasons, 1973-74. He was assistant Detroit 55 to 57, 80 to 82, and then became the interim head coach in the 82 season with a 3-8 record in 11 games. Now, in retirement, he joined again Detroit front office, and he also currently serves as a coach for the as a scout, a very well-respected purveyor of talent for the Florida Panthers. Now, in 2017, Hard Rock, as he was called, was inducted into the AHL Hall of Fame to much fanfare. Now, the reason why they call him Hard Rock, if you're ever hit by Billy Dea, you know why. He could give extremely tough hits in tough situations. But his years with the Lethbridge Native Sons and the Saskatoon Quakers made him a legend out west. Played the Vancouver Canucks for 2 seasons in the mid-1950s, and also played with the Edmonton Flyers in 56. And a minor league standout and an NHL standout wherever he went. But I look at that comeback in 1968, I can see probably locker room conversation. When's the last time you were in the NHL, Billy? Well, 1958. This is like the mid to late 1960s, a very different time in the NHL, where they were trying to keep these new teams going with pros that should have been skating in the NHL for many years previous, and just happened Billy was available, and boys, he made a big difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our Vintage Podcast, let us know with a like, comment, or subscribe, and don't forget, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.